I'm looking at a bunch of videos, and I get to work, and I'm like, man, Gavin's like going to tell me all about this. And I get there, and I was like, dude, so that apparently we had a dance party last night. He's like, we did? He didn't remember anything either. So he goes, I wonder if I took a picture. I wonder if I took any video, because Gavin fucking records everything ever. So I was like, I assume you did, because in one of the pictures I saw, you were laying on the ground in the background filming with your camera. So he pulls out his camera, and it's like Hangover. We're watching videos we had no idea happened, and one of them is me humping the cabinets, and Gavin's like, no, Marco, no, open it. And he opens the cabinet, and then he just goes, yeah, baby! And it's just like,
turn into Austin Powers when
dude, it's right out of Austin
I can
Powers.
try and find that clip.
It sounds just like that.
Now we can just send
That's what we do on the
link,
weekends.
I know when Gavin's drunk in the pool because you stare at me and you go, you're going under. And I go, I don't want to go under. And you go, too bad, you're going under.
It's like a decision that I've pre-made. It's like, I'm sorry, there's nothing you can do about it. Eventually you will be dunked.
Usually what happens is Gavin wrestles with me for about 5 minutes, and I just drown him underwater. So then he goes and wrestles with Barbara, because he's bigger than her.
I need to feel good
Although
about
it's
it.
You turn her
even
into
match.
a
It's pretty
dunkle
close.
woman.
We've made that.
See, now you know how it
before.
feels. So, every now and then Bernie and I will tell stories about the guy who used to own the old call center we worked at. And he would go hunting pretty frequently. And, he would go out with friends of his, and they'd go out to these hunting cabins. Don't worry, this is not like in the city. It's like out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
They drive
Thank
out,
you for letting me know.
out to the country, and they'd go to these hunting cabins that aren't used frequently. Like maybe a couple weeks out of the year, people go and stay there for a couple days.
Is it
when
like
they're there
a
for an extended
Brokeback
trip.
Mountain kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like that. And so
We're
one
going
time
fishing.
they went out there, and they had just gotten there, and one of the guys goes to go to the bathroom, and then he comes out like screaming. He's like, "Oh, we gotta go to the hospital. Gotta go to the hospital." He's like, "What happened?" Well, I guess this one guy had sat on the toilet to take a dump.
No.
And there was a black widow
No.
under the,
Oh my God.
under the rim of the toilet seat, and it bit his dick.
No!
Oh, shit.
And it started like swelling up, so they had to like take off and like drive haul ass back to the hospital.
What if you had to pop his dick and suck the venom out?
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, what if he was like,
So
you
to
gotta
this day-
suck me, bro.
He
You
Told
gotta
me
suck
that
me."
story, and to this day I'm constantly afraid that there's something under a toilet seat.
You gotta
waiting for me to sit down.
You really gotta go if you just like drop a deuce.
I
though,
check inside
at a
toilets
gas
now
station.
before I go.
No, this is at the hunting camp.
Oh, sorry.
But still, it's like,
Still.
I do that now. Ever since I moved to Texas, I check in toilet seats to
I
make
don't.
sure there's no bug or snake or other
I don't
shit
do
like
that, but I went to Lindsay's family's from Dallas, and like I've been there a bunch of times, and they have another. They have like a ranch house near like Waco, and I've been there, and they have this pool there, and her dad told us the first time when we came over, he's like, oh yeah, when we bought the house, the guy was telling us make sure to check the skimmer, because sometimes rattlesnakes, like there's snakes in general, but there's rattlesnakes all over the place because it's like in the middle of nowhere. And they're like, yeah, some they like to swim in the pool and they'll get caught in the drain, or the whatever.
filter.
The filter, sorry.
Yeah.
So check the filter before you get in, because there might be a snake in it. It's like, never had that problem in New Jersey. Didn't have to check my filter for a snake.
Yeah.
I forgot it in my pool in my backyard.
I miss when bears were the biggest thing to
Yeah,
be
I
scared
think I'm
about.
gonna be killed by the elements.
Or like
at
a
some point.
snowstorm.
Especially like when I go to Lindsay's family's house, because like her father's like a hardcore Texan, so he like loves that shit. He's like, that could kill you right there. So it's like, we go behind where his ranch is. There's like tons of. It's just kind of like this. I don't know, like a gully area, and like you can walk down behind the house, and there's all kinds of like nature out there, and there's like owls and fucking deer and shit, and like we get to rocks where it's like an overhang of rocks and shit, and he'll all the time be like, oh man, this is great for rattlesnakes. Like rattlesnakes love shit like this, and like we'll stop and look at it. He's like, I wonder if there's anything. I wonder if there's any in it that, fucking Christ, forget it. I wonder if there's any in there now. And it's just like, why? Why do you wonder? No, not wonder. And he's like, damn, didn't see any this time, maybe next time. And she's like, oh yeah, I remember once growing up, there was a rattlesnake on the front porch and my dad had to chop its head off with a shovel. I'm like, didn't happen to me. I mean, like, sometimes my neighbor's dog would get out. That's what happened to me in New Jersey.
there'd be a puppy on your front door, and you have to pet it.
I got chased by a Pomeranian.
You know, I
it's like
wanted to.
chop the rattlesnake's head off.
I wanted that someone just tweeted, don't suck the venom out, it doesn't work. Like, that's the reason I'm not going to suck the venom out of someone's dick.
One time I had an electrician come to my house to do some work, and he came in, totally nice guy, did his work, everything. Left, I was like, well, that's awesome. And then like 10 minutes later, he knocked on my door again and was like, do you mind if I use your bathroom? I was like,
That's weird.
no, I don't mind, but why didn't you ask before he left?
Yeah.
He's like,
Did he start driving away and realize he had to go and come back?
No,
Like,
it wasn't.
really
It wasn't
bizarre.
like down the street. It was like several minutes past.
That's
And I
bizarre.
was like-
Just find like the nearest McDonald's.
Did he
or
like put
something.
drugs inside your tank or something?
Yes, I was wondering.
Did
I
you
was
check
like,
the toilets
I was like,
or
you
the
could
top
have
tank?
gone anywhere. Like in 10 minutes, there's plenty of toilets you can go to. Why did you come back here? But of course, it's like an awkward thing. I don't want to make a big deal out of it. But the whole
Yeah.
time, I'm like, as soon as he left, I was like, I like tore my bathroom up. Like, what happened in here?
Check underneath. There's a gun. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Tell the story about what you did to that woman's basement toilet or whatever.
Oh well, one time. Yeah, no, I've told the story before. One time we were working
On this podcast?
Not on this podcast. I told this story before where we worked at this woman's home and it was like a regular customer. She had like ongoing projects at her house for years and years. Like this woman, her thing was like to get additions and stuff to her house.
Okay.
Because she lived alone, she was divorced, and she was like a millionaire.
She needed more space, of course.
So she just, not even just the space, she wanted people at her house. Like she liked the company of all the construction people in her house. Like she was friends with everybody.
Wow.
Like the main
okay.
contractor, she was like, that was like her best friend. So like the guy loved it because she like essentially she'd pay people to like hang out with her.
That's like paying for friendship.
It was. It's absolutely what it was.
You have the money for it. Why
yeah,
not?
So it was a little sad, but whatever. So we worked there for a long time, and even me saying a long time, like most of the customers that I worked for when I got the job were customers of the company I worked for like 20, 30 years. So they're like, long-standing customers. They know everyone, so it's like first name basis, everything. So we were working at this woman's house for years, and just one of the times I was working there, and I had to take a dump. So I went into her basement because it's like common courtesy. Like I'll use your basement bathroom, not your,
So
Your
you take
fancy
up the
soap
main
bathroom.
floor.
just your first floor bathroom.
Yeah.
So I go in the basement, I use the bathroom, I just like destroyed it. But I go to flush it and it's like totally clogged, and I'm like, fuck. So I flush it again, it's fucking clogged again. And I'm like, I'm looking around, there's no plungers, there's nothing. And I'm just like, well, I'm in a customer's house. It's like I can't leave a shit clogged toilet. Like it's just filled with shit. Look at Gavin's face. It's just filled with shit. I'm just like, all right, well, I guess I got to unclog this toilet. So I rolled up my sleeve.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and I just like basically crushed anything in the bowl
Oh my God.
until I could flush it. And then I just washed my hands in the sink.
Did you wash your whole arm?
Yeah, no, I mean, I went to town. But like I sat there, Gus, and I was like, judgment call. It's got to be done.
So-
and I basically like punched the toilet.
When you did that, did
Yeah.
you keep it as a fist the whole time, or do you have to like extend into like pointed
I mean-
fingers to like reach down the
Oh
track?
my
Nah,
God.
it wasn't that elaborate. It was like a few quick like and like break it up. It was more like I probably had to scoop once. I
What does
probably
that
had
mean?
to,
What did that entail?
like I probably
Like
had to put,
scooping something
I
out?
put my hand in and like pull some out
Okay.
so I could flush and then let the next batch go in the second flush.
Have
then
you
I just
ever
washed
punched
my
your shit?
hands and I moved along.
Have you ever punched your shit?
Nope. I can't
guy
say that I have.
I've never clogged the toilet with just shit on its
Oh,
own.
I have.
That must be like a thing, and especially even here. I've never clogged the toilet once here. Back where I lived, I clogged the toilet like 50% of the time. Like just the pipes sucked shit.
No,
It's
they
true.
didn't suck shit. That was the
Yeah,
problem.
they did. Well, they were smaller. It's just like some houses have like smaller.
Okay, this is what I want to
pipes.
know. How long between realizing it was clogged to wedging your fist
No,
into your own
not
fist?
long.
Here's a better
Not
question.
long.
How long between wedging your fist into your own shit and eating with your hands?
I don't remember if it was before or after lunch. So either an hour to two if it was before lunch, or probably like 5 hours if it was dinner after that.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I don't-
picturing it like breaking up
I
in the
just-
water and
It just doesn't bother me
Stop
at
gagging
all.
at all?
Stop
or?
picturing.
No, it doesn't
Do
bother me at
yourself a
all. It's
favor.
like I was seriously.
it's excrement.
I'm in a bathroom. There's a sink right there. I've dealt with
That's
shit
gonna be under your
worse than
fingernails?
excrement. It wasn't under my fingernails. Gavin just shook his head. He had a slight seizure.
Did you have a microscope where you're like,
Yeah.
nope, I'm totally clean?
No, but it's like I cut my fingernails. I wash my hands. It's just like to me, yeah. I'm not gonna go out of my way to pick up shit and throw it around. But
you're just, like,
human
wedging your
feces,
fist up the
human
unit and-
feces
What would it
is not
take
the
you to
most
do that?
disgusting thing in the universe to touch.
Like,
it's like
what-
I lived after I did it, guys.
What
it's like I didn't want to
situation?
leave a shitty toilet.
What
I would
situation
made a
would you have to
judgment
be
call.
in?
never do that.
Like,
Like, what
well,
if you're
It
a
makes
baby?
me think in
I would try and
in Dumb and Dumber when the guy like shits in the toilet, they're like, oh, that toilet's
Shit
broken. He's gonna like
everywhere.
throw it out the window. It's like the same thing, except you're in the basement.
I would probably do a Dead Rising kind of thing where I'd try and craft some weird device that would plunge it for me.
What
out
if
of,
you
like-
were
at
at
work, dude? Okay, I was at work. I'm not gonna spend 5 fucking hours in the bathroom trying to like MacGyver my shit out of the toilet. Punch, punch, punch. Done. Wash my hands. Back to work. The only thing I had with that in New Jersey, where I lived, because we lived like in like this kind of near like this water like swamp area, like was like behind our house, like kind of almost like wetlands kind of deal. Like the city kind of deemed it like preserved, so you couldn't build houses and shit there. But it's also why like we get flooded so bad. So the only thing is we'd get like fucking.
I'm really paranoid. I'm sorry.
We'd get like these fucking. I forget exactly what they were called, but they were like house centipedes or something.
Okay.
And
yeah.
they were like these like, I don't know, maybe like 5-inch long bugs, and they looked like centipedes, but they were fucking huge, and they had like, 100 legs and like these big disgusting like antennas,
Yeah.
and they'd like crawl up the walls and shit like that, and it would like I would be in my room and they were super fucking fast, and my bedroom was right at the top of the basement stairs, so they'd all come in through the basement, and just like if any got in the house, it would just be coming up through the basement because it was unfinished and all that shit. So I'd see one on my floor. And if I didn't immediately kill it, it would like go under my bed, and I would like fucking be up all night with like my eyes
the
wide
monster
open.
under your
yeah,
bed?
because I'm just like I'm gonna wake up and it's gonna be on my face, and it would just fucking freak me out.
The
like
worst-
bugs creep me out like crazy.
The worst was when I grew up, and I still can't deal with these. There were tarantulas everywhere.
Oh my god.
And it was like in my backyard.
bad,
Yeah, in
dude.
my backyard, there were like, at any time, there were like 30.
Oh my.
What?
And sometimes
Where did you live?
You'd like park in your car, in the carport, and I'd pull my car up, and I'd look out the window and be like, there are tarantulas all around my door. Like all around, not my car door, but around like the door to get into the house, and be like, I'm gonna go drive around a bit.
Fuck.
Like, I am not
dude.
going home.
Well, so you
That's
just wait for them to
crazy.
be done with their business.
Yeah, I'd be
What
like,
are you gonna do?
That's
Run
not
through?
a door frame. That's 50 spiders.
it wasn't like, it would be like 5. I'd be like, there are 5 tarantulas around my door.
How
Like,
big were they?
like
Fucking.
that.
Gus is saying they were
I
fucking
have a question.
big.
I have a question. Can we change the subject?
No, this is great. So is that too big to squish?
Yes.
No,
So
I
you
mean,
wouldn't squish that because of like goop and guts?
No, I wouldn't squish
not-
it because it's like, they're also fast. Like a cockroach
Yeah.
is fast, right? It gets away. It's like, oh shit, there's a bug I gotta kill. This gets away, it's like, that thing has fangs.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
got poison.
I would be creeped out just squashing one of the legs.
Yeah.
Like, a leg on its own is
And
too
they're
big to
hairy.
squish.
They're
It's
fat. I was gonna say,
it's
they're
it looks like
furry
your
as
head.
fuck.
Like their body, it's like hair everywhere. It's like, oh.
I'd be afraid of trying to squish one and not finishing the job. Like it's gonna come back for me.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know, or like trying to step on one and you missed and like it crawled on your leg. I wouldn't be able to take that. Like that's why even if I had shoes, I always go for like a book or something I can throw at it and not actually
And that's
touch
nothing
it.
to do with the feeling of the crushing.
No, it's more like I don't want it to touch me. I don't want my
So, if you,
plan.
so could you get a book and just slowly crush a tarantula to
Yeah,
death?
I
And just be
could.
like,
If someone was like, I guarantee you it's not gonna get you, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll do whatever. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna be a sicko about it. I don't want to rip all its legs off, but I'm gonna kill it. I don't give a fuck.
The worst was when I would go to mow my lawn. I guess like the vibrations on the ground would disturb them, and they'd all like come up to investigate.
damn,
I'd be
dude.
like, I do not. So I constantly, the grass in my backyard was super high. The person would be like, why don't you mow the lawn? Like, because there's fucking tarantulas out there.
What an excuse.
I
Like,
don't want to die.
Who's ever heard that reasoning before? Like, dude, your grass is getting out of control. It's like fucking tarantulas. I can't mow the grass, dude. They're gonna get me. It's like
Your
fuck.
barber's gonna throw up.
This is my kryptonite. Like just talking about different bugs, especially ones that are in Texas. Don't want to hear about it. Like the fact that you guys had a cockroach.
What about
I
that?
don't want to go home.
Yeah.
Rooster teeth, rooster teeth, rooster teeth, with lots of topics to enjoy. Many people make their say this way.